Good morning and welcome. It's another wonderful episode of Wake Up Nigeria.
Yes,
well, this is what we do, and it's midweek.
Yeah, it's definitely midweek. And don't forget that bold ideas demand bold actions, right? Despite the fact that it is the end of the year, doesn't mean you stop taking those ideas, right? That could change your life.
Continue this motivation and
That's
the
how
spirit.
it's true now. It's true. A lot of people just shut down because it's November. No, don't. I mean, as you're getting your party shoes ready for 30 December, also be,
If you reach it to shut down, if you want to shut down, Baba.
Don't shut down. Don't shut down.
It's not everything. It's not everything. But yeah, you know what we do on the show? We ensure that we set up your day, set up your week, of course, and get you started with, that vigor, that enthusiasm. It's great to be here. My name is Mike Messikeno.
My name is Winfrey Agbeleche. Now remember, you can use the hashtag WakeUpNigeria on TVC across all social media platforms to be a part of the best breakfast show on Nigerian television.
We're live. You can watch us via our mobile app. It's available, Android, iOS, and then also on GoTV.
Yes, of course.
If you are, that will be channel 16, of course. And then it's...
Ultra. Crypto.
Yeah, and if you're on the terrestrial band, it's ultra high frequency 49.
You said it.
All right, let's get straight to what we have on the show for you this morning.
Yes, of course. We're starting off with Aremo Olalekan Oluwatobi, a certified relationship and marriage coach and mentor. He is passionate about God, love, relationship, marriage, and life transformation. On relationship, we discuss love and jealousy in marriage. Does the lack of one mean the absence of the other?
And then we have a musical performance. Jeffrey Osha will be here to get us that midweek performance.
And finally, joining us on the couch is Lydian Adikaibe, who is the founder of the Lydian Adikaibe Foundation. Now, she's passionate about children, youth empowerment. She's an award-winning actor with Lydian Judd as her screen name. She's probably known for her role as Adura in Hush, Mnet series, and Princess Iyore.
Tell yourself.
Of course, she'll be here talking to us about her career so far.
Midweek and 22nd. You're talking about not shutting down.
Yeah.
I don't know. Have you shut down? Has the year come to an end? Do you have plans? What's happening to the end of the year?
Well, I still have a few exhibitions and fashion showcases. So we have the TVC fair, Women's Network Fair. And this one is particularly powered by the TVC Women's Network, which is happening from December 15th to 17th. So that is one exhibition. Yes, open to everyone.
Okay.
But we are focusing, the idea for the fair basically is to empower female entrepreneurs, not just across the network, but also, outside.
At large.
Yeah.
How about you?
Basically.
How about you? Revs on your own way.
You know now.
What's happening? When is the date?
It's on the 23rd of December, so 2 days to Christmas.
2 days to Christmas.
Is that not too close? I think this is the closest that's ever been reached.
To Christmas, right?
Yeah.
Through the last one. Okay, the
23rd.
2020, the one that was shot was actually shot on Christmas Eve.
Okay.
Right? Yeah, so this one, I think, is the vibe, right? Everyone's in party spirits, everybody's having fun. So, yeah.
I hope this one's on the beach or something.
Totally on the beach. Want to drift on the beach.
That would be different. Wouldn't that would be something?
Which car?
Have you thought about it?
Have you thought of the petrol bond? First of all, drift on a normal road. Then the
It's you that decided. They don't put God to your head and say you should do just and wrong way. I thought
That's
of
why we're
petrol.
doing the one that we can do. TBS is the venue, thanks.
It's still the same venue.
It's still the same venue.
23rd.
23rd.
All right, you can keep it there. What day is that?
That is a Saturday.
Is it Saturday?
Yeah.
Okay, so there's quite a lot. If you're looking for what to attend, we here. We
Yeah,
have you
of course.
covered.
Exactly.
You don't need to go anywhere else.
What's your plan?
Good morning. It's the news on Wake Up Nigeria. I am Mike Messikeno. Gabriel Dewan has emerged the new Speaker of Plateau State House of Assembly. The former Speaker, Moses Sule, willingly resigned his position Tuesday afternoon for personal reasons. The new Speaker of the Plateau State House of Assembly, Gabriel Dewan, addressed journalists shortly after being sworn in. The former Speaker told journalists that the decision to resign is personal and in the interest of the state.
I'm a unifier because I'm the only one in YPP. That's why anytime I'm making my comment in the assembly, I always said I am coming in to balance in the gap between the APC and the PDP. And now that they made fit to make me the speaker, it is the right time for me to unite them the more, to come in with the unity voice for the both major political parties. Because apart from PDP and APC, I'm the only one under another party in the state. So you see, I'm the symbol of unity. So all I'm asking for from Plateau citizens is unity, especially the electorates. They shouldn't allow any politician to cause any enmity among ourselves, because politics will come and go, but Plateau remains.
Nobody coerced me. It's out of personal volition. Personal volition, just like I said earlier on. Certain sacrifices have to be made by leaders. Positive sacrifices, not those that will bring down Plateau State. I did this so that Plateau State will move, improve, and there will be stability in the state.
And then on to foreign stories. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has summoned his cabinet as hopes grow of a deal that could see Hamas release dozens of hostages and a 4-day pause in fighting. A senior Israeli official told reporters the deal, brokered by Qatar, would see 50 Israelis released in total. A U.S. official quoted by Reuters said the hostages released would mostly be women and children, with 150 Palestinian prisoners freed by Israel in exchange. Mr. Netanyahu earlier said progress had been made, while U.S. President Joe Biden said the deal was very close, as U.S. officials shuttled between regional capitals. Meanwhile, fighting continues to rage in Gaza, with the Israeli military saying it has surrounded the Jabalia in the north. We'll take a short recess. We'll be back in a bit. All right, quite an interesting topic to talk about this morning. Welcome to What's Up and About. And today we're talking about bullying. Everybody, of course, if you're at a particular age, you definitely went through school. Some were bullied, some were the bullies, and then some were just there observing. And some didn't know what was happening. Yeah, that's 4 groups. So which group were you in school? There's some bullied, and then in the midst of still bullying, or in the midst of being bullied, they now grew, and then started, and started bullying their bullies and all of that. It just happens, but yeah. So there's this post where people were giving their experiences of bullying. We'll talk about ours, if we bullied or if we were bullied. But someone came up and said, do you think a wicked senior/bully in school is still the same now? I once saw a wicked senior at somewhere. I was so annoyed that I started sweating. She put me through hell. I felt like confronting her there, but I didn't. I didn't want to look crazy. I can understand how this and then let's go on and say, that being said, Sheye Ade, I can't remember your surname, prefect, way house, NNSS or Joe, run if you see me. So the reason why I'm calling that is that in case you see Demi, run. Because that thing that's what I carry for years. When they unleash it on you, you will wish you had changed your name, But there's a lot of experiences here, sad ones, and all of that. Also, says one of the favorite food bloggers on IG showed me Shege in boarding house. I love her content so much and sent her a DM to remind her she apologized, but I still call her wicked senior, a.k.a. my fave. It goes on and goes, and people go to talk about the experiences. How did these experiences shape you as a person, and how do you think they are shaping the next generation? Because I once saw a post that said that, look, we should get to the point where we tell students not to beat other students, not to punish other students. It should only be teachers or housemasters and all of that, not fellow students.
Yeah.
Because it leads into things like this. So what are your own experiences, and how did that shape you as a person?
Oh, for me, in my school, first of all, I went to a military school. Okay, an Air Force school. Air Force Comprehensive School.
It's military.
They say it's comprehensive. The people say that the military, so JOS was literally known for military and all of that. But ours was comprehensive, so it was milder according to them. And all of that. But in that mildness, there was a lot there. So by automation, it was a situation of seniority, authority, hierarchy. Do you understand? Around you, you're literally seeing your teachers, the matrons and the patrons and the principal and all of that. There's already hierarchy. The people are talking about, do you understand? Senior ranks. So it was a master type of situation. I also came from a military family as well. So it was a master type of situation. So that automatically just sets your mind up for, oh, okay, the person that is not on your level is your senior, the person that is below you is your junior. Do you understand? So when I got into the school, I mean, I think seniors were allowed to punish juniors and all of that and everything, but at the point it was stopped, it was banned, so no brutalization because it was getting extreme. People were literally bleeding and literally having like serious issues based on students and all that. But then again, it was stopped. But even in that way that it was stopped, people were not doing it. So it's not worse because they now warn you. If they beat you, go and report. You will come back. You will come back and meet us here. So it was something that, in fact, it was the order of the day. That's just the truth. It was the order of the day.
How did you?
Even if they tried to curb it at some point and all of that, but still, it was the order of the day. People were bullied. I was bullying. And that's so we didn't even see it as bullying anymore.
That time, yeah.
Do you understand? Because it's like you are coming back. You're not living your life anymore. You're going to school. That's the one that concerns you. When you come back, you will wash seniors' clothes. You will wash plates. You will go and collect food. You will bring the food. You arrange bed. So we were literally leave. Do you understand? Like that was our lives. Like we were literally saving these people. Do you get? And then the motivation was now like, when I get to senior school,
Yeah. Going to pass it on.
I'm going to. Do you understand?
Pass
So
it
that was
forward.
it was automatic and all of that. So I mean, yeah. So we saw different variations, different levels.
Did you have such an experience?
So the thing is, I have selective memory. I do not dwell on the
On those
things,
ones, yeah.
on bad memories. I try to focus on the good. So if you'd ask me now, to be honest, I cannot categorically say, but I know for a fact that I had a very bad mouth. And I had a lot of school mothers that protected me a lot in junior school, when I was in the junior school. So I don't think I experienced any first-hand bullying because you know how it is where your mates know that, if they touch hey, she's going to report to this school mother
This
or that
person,
school mother or
yeah.
that school mother.
So
no,
you had a powerful. I can fully understand when you say selective memory because I tell people that see. So somebody happens, okay, Mike, why don't you put this on social media? Why do you celebrate this? I'm like, maybe it's like childhood trauma, and then someone is trying to psychoanalyze. I say, calm down. Funny enough, the trauma I have is now. Let me tell you the truth. If you ask me about trauma, I will tell you, I saw something, I don't know why it triggers me so much. I saw something about expenditure from different governments yesterday. And
that was enough trigger for you.
The trauma from that yesterday is some people's whole life trauma. And I have trauma, and it is today.
I think you're still experiencing that trauma.
But going back, like you say, selective memory, yes.
Yeah.
I still remember some seniors. I still remember them. Hamilton Egbuje, Judo Bafemi, I still remember. But the thing is that, I was in a school where JS2 can punish JS1.
Yes, no.
Once I JS1,
JS2.
from JS2 to SS3, 5 classes above you are under.
Yes.
Move to JS2. Yes, not JS1. I can still remember the first student I punished. I was happy that day. Why? Because you carried over that thing. And so by the time you got to
And you look
SS3,
forward to it. That was the right.
and then you said something. And then you had a student, they fire you.
It's
You
like
would pour out all of the aggression that you
all the
carried.
venom.
So, like you said, I think when I was in JS1, JS2, my schoolmaster was the DSP. That's a deputy senior prefect. So I had a little bit of coverage. But moving on, I still had some people and, but if I see them today, I'm not sure what I would do because, like I say, when you see them, you don't know. You don't have memories, they come out. Just a few of them, but I don't keep those memories.
Yeah.
But I would say that, yes, bullying is not only in form of beating. Someone said something here while doing that. She says, these seniors can be something else. They'll find something in your body to make fun of it.
Yeah.
They really bullied me then because of my shape of head. They'll be calling me Ishi or Pure or Mango. You know that mango that? The head is the gun. So you now be yabbing someone's ogo.
Me, they call me Eti.
So,
What's that?
Eti.
Oh, Eti.
And then I was on locusts and my head was small.
So
my ears were like this. Yeah. And when the sun is hot, my ears get transparent and red. So you can imagine.
So I think
What do
one of the
they
things
think
that
now
we
that
need
you
to...
are a beauty queen? You should post some of those people and be tagging them.
But Mike, what I think we need to really address basically is the foundation for this bullying. Where does it come from? Where does it stem from?
Exactly.
Which is the home system. Right, they say charity begins at home. Many people, or lots of these children are experiencing or are, experiencing bully.
But this is different.
From what they've seen at home.
Yeah. But this is different. This is school. I know people that have loving homes, and when they go to school, because of the structure of school, What we're saying now, and I want to, if I was in a position to be an educator, and to put that, so a lot of things have changed. You remember that video I sent, where children these days now, I think they even need a little bit of this, because this time around, it's like they've taken it too far.
No, I think,
But you know
But
that
I
there were
think,
some seniors that never punished. There were some seniors that were just they did their own things.
That was male.
But what I'm saying now is
That
that
was
this
They
is what,
never inflicted any sort of
any sort of,
punishment, any sort of
That was
pain
male.
to any
because
junior.
However,
let me tell you something,
there were seniors like
there's
that.
some seniors where they go punish junior, out for holiday, then catch them and beat the senior for outside. Yeah, so some senior call it
You
fear.
went to an
In the
Agbe
apple.
school.
No, the thing is that
This
was
school, so my point now I'm trying to say is this.
Yeah.
This is what can be done. From ministries of education and all of that, we are saying that punishment between students, especially just from different classes,
Needs to be addressed.
should be
abolished.
entirely. Maybe you should leave it to the to the prefect, who you will give instructions on
On
what
how
to
to
do
punish
and how
and
not
limits.
to make it too excessive.
Yeah, it's extreme.
So that is my own word today. The school, the authorities, don't go and somebody's in jail, and then you start to appear on mango, and then the person now goes and be taking up. Anytime it's
Here is the
the
mango.
person is traumatized. The person will be traumatized just by seeing mango and all of that.
Oh, Lord.
Mr. Kola and Halima, two of you
Mango
will
is
share your
sweet, Sha.
experience. one
Mango
day.
is sweet,
So you
Sha.
have
So
to
take
go.
that as
Yeah,
consolation.
but anytime you see mango, be thinking of the trauma. All right, we'll take a time out now. Let's know your own thoughts about bullying. Just hit us on social media. I'll be back in a bit.
Staying with us, it's time for us to go through the front pages of the newspaper, and we will be starting with, of course, I've got Mike with me, who will be reviewing the papers as well. Hey, Mike, are we ready?
No, we're not.
Because I know that a lot of the stories on these papers are going to trigger you the more, but
I wish,
let us start
I
off
wish
with...
I could just step out, but we have to do it.
We have to do this. We'll start off with the Punch newspaper and making the headlines here. And of course, this particular story has been trending all week. And states spend 1.7 trillion naira on trips. Meals, others borrow 988 billion naira. And on the right is here, states borrow 988.48 billion naira from banks, others in 9 months. Governors get over 87 billion for security votes. Ondo denies 7.3 billion naira diversion. And of course, here is oh my world. It's a picture story of kids in school. This is a really dilapidated condition they're, studying in. It's a wooden school, a wooden classroom, and it says ghetto in paradise. Abuja pupils learn in sheds, endure dumps order. Wow. $35 billion needed to execute concrete road project, says Omahi. And vandal to die by hanging accomplice bagged 16 years. I'll just take one more story here. Someone who denies fraud, assembly orders probe. Okay, so Mike, this headline has been, ticking off a lot of emotions since the weekend, because since the release of governors' expenditures, budgets, release of monies being spent, given to the fact that there are a lot of states that are currently owing salaries, and they've been owing for the past 12 months, or for some even more than that.
For me, I just want to say this. I've always said and spoken about how the government how we are at the worst point we've ever been in our economy. And if the citizens are going to make sacrifices, how is it so that the leaders are living in such opulence and such in such waste and such, no waste. It can't be waste, because this is you're using so much of public funds, where you're hearing things like rechargeable funds and hearing millions of, is it not rechargeable fund that for an office and you're spending, I say no, it's not billions, it's actually millions. You see, it has got to the point where you have to think about it. Are we this wicked to ourselves? If you are a leader in this place, you really think about it. It will get to a point, if it continues like this, where the people will get so angry. And then you see, it has happened in societies where things happen and the people turn on leadership. You cannot be spending millions and billions on on things like this or allocating such funds. And we know that it is not this kind of issue.
Not in this
Even
times.
so much. The other time, it was a particular brand has left the country.
Yeah.
And so those who are suffering from asthma now have to buy
Now
their drugs at probably 1,000%, times 10, times 11, times 12 what it was before. And then stories reaching you is that at one particular point, some people had tried to take over this particular plate. GSK. Now people try to, what we heard is that somebody tried to take over, try to push in an investment, and and these people refused. And that was what happened. Said, rather than do that, let's go out and let's have a new man. And now, the basic man who will buy a medication for 300 naira, inhaler or something, for 3,000 naira, is now going to spend 30,000 times 10. Why? Because now we have production. I mean, how? No.
All right, Mike, let's move on.
No.
I need you to take a breather because I know, I mean, this is
that you cannot.
definitely affecting everyone.
It has happened everywhere. It has happened in automation. It has happened in agriculture. It has happened in different spheres where you have people leaving the country. They're not talking about bringing investment into the country. And then
you're chasing them away.
Make sense?
Yeah. In the course of, in the last 6 months or even more, we've seen a lot of businesses close down. We've seen international businesses and even investors leaving the shores or leaving the country. It's a very sad economic situation that we're currently faced with. But, well, let's move over to the Daily Trust newspaper. Making the headlines, here we have confusion over contradictions in CTC of Assembly Court's judgment sacking Kano governor. It's typographical error, says Governor's Council, APC chieftain. Only Supreme Courts will interpret it, says Governor Yusuf's lawyer. And here at the top of the paper, reps indict NPA, NNPC, NBET, all others over 14 trillion naira contingents liabilities. Osun government spends 2 billion naira on meals. Welfare runs office with 6 billion naira in 3 months. Uproar in Senate over minority leadership seats. And I'll just take one more story here. Kano stands still for Governor Abba Kabir Yusuf on arrival from Abuja. And that's a picture story of the people of Kaduna, of Kano State, welcoming their governor. And that's all the stories there on the Daily Trust newspaper. Mike?
Yeah, let's head over to the Vanguard.
Yes.
Why insecurity is not going away yet? Service chiefs. This is quite very serious. There's a sad story over the past week of the staff of a particular bank who was kidnapped. Somebody was paid, and the person was brought back half dead and died in the hospital and all of that. And it has come to a point where we just think about this. So if somebody, I would just say, for you out there, this Christmas period, you want to travel, be careful. If you don't have to, you can use your call and talk to your family.
That's if there's network reception.
Sit back where you are.
Right.
Gospel. Okay. All right. Rivers crisis. 2 factional assembly lawmakers hold separate sittings. We thought that there would be some sort of resolution in that particular state House of Assembly, but it's still going on. As governor, FCTA officials gave me fake C of O. That's coming from the former governor of Rivers State, who is now the minister of the FCT. That's Nyesom. Senate in rowdy session over leadership positions. FG revokes 1,633 solid minerals titles. And we can see here above the flag of the paper, brutally frank, Nigeria doomed without restructuring and federalism. This is from Clark Adebanjo, Asiodu Anya, Akinyemi Utomi, and others. And overturning Kano Zamfara Plateau voters' decision in court unacceptable. That's from former President Obasanjo. Nigeria, Germany signed $500 million renewable energy and gas deal. There was no light last night, man. Hopefully this kind of a deal is what we're looking for in that energy sector. Okay, Mr. and Mrs. I just round up with on a light note. What is this? I gave you 250,000 naira yesterday. Apart from a weightless thank you, a hug and a kiss, no other sign of appreciation came. You couldn't even greet me properly this morning. Sorry, dear. Let me come and greet you in capital letters. That's talking about Mr. and Mrs. That's talking about how the economy is 250,000 naira. What would it cost? Maybe the chef in the kitchen can tell us what 250,000 naira can buy in the market if you're going to cook. What would 250K buy now? Can it will buy something, Sha?
It would buy something reasonable.
Danny,
yes, it will.
what would 250K for you and the chef? What would 250K buy for you in the market if you are going to shop for Christmas or something?
What do you have to say about this question? Because right now I can't think of anything.
Well, 250,000. Well,
she can't think about it either.
I can't even
So we have to
see.
process it, Mike, so stand by with that question.
We'll get
Welcome
back
to
to
the
you.
Wake Up Nigeria kitchen. I have right here with me Blessing Efosa for the very first time on this show. How are you doing today?
very well, thank you.
How does it feel being here right now?
Excited.
Excited, amazing. Okay, so I see that we literally have a spread here.
Yeah.
Okay, so tell me, what are we making today?
Okay, so today we're making native spaghetti.
Native spaghetti.
Yes.
Okay, okay, okay.
And then we have the ingredients here. as you
Yeah,
can
so what
see.
do we need to make native
So we
spaghetti?
have the spaghetti itself, the base. So when you call it native, palm oil is like the major, the base.
Oh, okay.
So when you say native, just go to palm
Palm
oil.
oil, street rice, okay.
We have the onion,
All right.
we have scotch bonnet, we have the red and the green. Here we have the spices I'll use to boil the meat.
Okay.
We have the salt, we have the crayfish, seasoning cube. This is a bonus ingredient.
Okay, why is
Yes.
it bonus? What do you mean by bonus?
It's tomato paste. Most times you don't use tomato paste for native,
For native
stuff,
dish,
so
yes.
but we're
Yeah.
adding it so it gives it
Yeah.
a different flavor.
Okay.
This is locust beans, popularly known as iru.
Iru, okay.
Like I said, meat. This is pomo. This is scent leaf, and this is smoked hagfish,
Okay.
popularly known as pala.
Spanla. All right, now run me through the process. One by one, step after the other, right? How do we create this dish?
Okay, so to make this dish, we'll first boil the meat and come all together.
Okay.
We'll slice in the onions, add in the seasoning, salt, and the stock for the meat.
For the meat, all right.
Once that is boiling, we'll chop our peppers.
That's a lot of peppers.
Well,
What's
we're
your
not going to
plan?
use it. We're not going
your
to
plan?
use everything, don't worry.
Okay, and they look very fresh.
Yeah.
Very ripe.
Yes, so
Okay.
we chop the peppers and the onions,
Yeah.
and once the meat is boiled,
Boiled, yeah.
wash our fish, pour in the palm oil to the pan,
Okay.
pour in our meat to fry.
Okay.
Yes, and same with
So
the
what is it? The
palm.
palm oil is frying in the meat is frying in the palm oil.
Yes, it is.
Oh,
yes.
okay.
And then we'll add the chopped peppers, chopped onions. We're not touching the spaghetti yet
Yes.
until we're done with the sauce.
okay.
So once we're done with the sauce and we know that it's dried, we leave it for about 10 to 15 minutes, depending on the heat.
okay.
We'll boil the spaghetti and parboil because
Parboil,
it's not
yes,
too
okay.
it's not so soft. And once we're done, we'll add
Mix
the
it
yes,
together.
and we have our
All right.
and then we chop in the
The scent
Scent
leaf.
leaf.
All right. Okay. Actually, sounds pretty straightforward. I
Yes,
think so. You're
very
literally,
easy.
yeah, we're making it like we're not doing it the soaking method where we boil the pasta
No,
in the
no,
sauce. Why are we
no,
not
no.
doing that?
Because this recipe makes it more sweet. More
Makes it
sweet, yes,
nicer
it's nicer
than
than
sweet. All right,
yes.
that makes a lot of sense. All right, now let's. I think it's time for us to start, right? So what do we start
Yes,
with now? The
so
meat.
we'll start with the meat.
Yeah.
I need to wash this.
You need to wash
first.
that.
So once I wash it, I put
Yeah.
it in the
You put
pot.
in the pot and
with
then
the salt and
we'll boil
everything.
away.
Yes.
All right, I think we have some water there, water
Yes.
here as well. Amazing. So what will I be helping you do? I'm just asking that. I'm just asking. I did not tell you to answer me. It's a rhetorical question.
Okay, so well, if you want to help, you
Yes.
can help me
Pluck
pick out
the leaf. Okay, I think I
Yes.
could do that. I could do that. It's not going to get in the way of anything
No, it's
important. So yeah, that's fine. All right, so on the screen, in case you're just joining us, we have the ingredients for our native spaghetti. We have spaghetti, we have palm oil, locust beans, cow skin, smoked hagfish, ground crayfish, assorted cow meat. Optional, pick your person of choice, scotch bonnet, onions, scent leaves, seasoning cubes, and of course some salt. And we have Chef Efosa hard at work right now. We'll be going on a break, and when we come back, still so much happening right here.
Thanks for staying with us. It's time for our relationship segment, and with us on the couch is Aremo Olalekan Oluwatobi. He is a certified relationship and marriage coach and mentor. He's all very passionate about God, love, relationships, and marriage. He's also very passionate about life transformation, and this morning we'll be talking about love and jealousy in marriage. Does the lack of one mean the absence of another? Very interesting conversation.
Yeah.
You're welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Yes. Now, there are different kinds of, there are different ways jealousy is expressed, right?
Yes.
There is, okay, so first of all, I'd like you to establish what jealousy is.
Okay.
1. 2, let's also, differentiate jealousy between partners, because, there's jealousy that's been exhibited between partners where one partner is earning more than the other, and then there's that jealousy.
Yeah.
There's also jealousy that comes from your partner's relationship, or that comes from your fear of your partner's relationship with a third party.
Yes.
Be it extended family members or friends. So, over to you.
Okay, yeah. So, first, I think I want to also provide a context to love.
Okay.
Okay, because I think that that's one of the most misused words these days.
It is.
Usually, it's easy for us to define love as a feeling. Okay, but describing love as a feeling is like describing your house as just your living room. Okay, love has a feeling, but love is not a feeling. Love is the choice, the decision to choose, that I've chosen someone and I will keep choosing someone. Okay, that is love. And then jealousy is the sense of, okay, so there are two kinds of jealousy, if I use that word. There's like a destructive jealousy, which is a sense of resentment that can come from feelings that your partner is attracted to someone or something, or more interested in someone or something, or their advantages and successes, which is where advantage as per somebody's earning more than the other, family members, more closer to this family member than to me, and all that. So that is what is destructive, what I call destructive jealousy.
Okay.
Now there's something we can call constructive jealousy, which is a sense of exclusivity that partners share, and each of them actually deserve and can demand that sense of exclusivity. For example, there is a way I would not want to see a man with my wife. Now, if that happens, it's in the right place for me to react in a certain way. Now, if I don't react, that means there's something wrong in itself. Now, that scenario itself can be said to be some form of constructive jealousy, because I demand some level of exclusivity from my partner. So there's that good jealousy in a sense. But the more rampant, whenever I use that word, is the bad jealousy, where that comes from, say, you feel that your partner is more attracted to another person, or maybe to even their work, okay, more than they are to you, and then there's trouble. Or you think that your partner will rather spend more time with his family, with the extended family, than with you, and then there's trouble as well.
Now, let's talk about how to address this, right?
Okay.
The minute now, let's come to a place of awareness, because you have to be aware.
Very important.
That, this is a problem, this is an issue, then you know how to deal with it, because if you don't know it, if you're not aware of it, then you don't even know that, this is the sort of emotion, or kind of emotion that you are exhibiting.
Yes.
But before we get to that, there's something that just spoke to me, which is, must love exist, or must jealousy exist in a place of love?
Constructive jealousy, yes.
Okay.
But you don't have...
Destructive jealousy.
It doesn't have to.
All right. No.
Doesn't have to.
Now let's come to a place of, let's talk about awareness. How do we come to that place where we're aware, and then, knowing how to deal with it? Okay,
good. So I'm glad you mentioned awareness, because if I'm to talk about how to even deal with jealousy, the first thing will be awareness, self-awareness.
Yeah.
Because usually it's tempting to want to think about your partner first as the cause of your jealousy. Where you're pointing fingers that the other person needs to change for me to stop being jealous. But that's not the case. You have to first be the one to be aware of, why am I feeling this way? Sometimes it could even be childhood trauma. Okay, if you are, for example, say a second born, permit me to use that word, that was always your
That's
firstborn is
yeah,
chosen over
yeah,
you,
you.
and you've had that experience over time, you might find that even when you are married, you still feel that way. So it's nothing your partner has done. So you first need to find out, why am I feeling this way? And then number 2 thing would be that after you're aware, then it's important that you speak with your partner about it. Okay, open communication is very important. Okay, you talk about how I feel this way. Say, for example, your partner picks calls at 10 p.m., odd hours, 10, 11, okay, and it's concerning to you, okay? So first you're aware that, okay, I don't like this picking of call, it makes me feel this way. Then you speak to your partner about it. Babe, when you pick calls at this time, I feel that it infringes on our personal time. Now, self-awareness has made that conversation better. If it wasn't self-awareness, you would attack your partner. But now that you're aware, okay, I'm feeling this way, the conversation is that this is affecting us, not me, in a sense. Now, your partner can get that. Then we can now go to where we can now establish boundaries. Okay, so we are saying, so babe, can we start a boundary where in our family we end phone conversations at 9 o'clock? If you have to have late night conversations, can you let me know ahead? Okay, and then those 3 key things, if you can put them in place, you find out that it's easy. Before you know it, destructive jealousy begins to win out as much as possible.
Yeah, but also in a case where there is already, there's a case of infidelity,
Okay.
which already exists in the relationship. How do you address that, also coming from a place of jealousy?
Yeah. Okay, so if there is confirmed infidelity, okay, now it's important that if it's still suspicion, like they've not actually confronted themselves about it, there's almost nothing that can be done. Because you just keep feeling resentful and all that. So when there's infidelity, it's important that the partner points it out to themselves. I feel you are doing this. I saw this. I noticed this. Okay. Now, if that is established, the question now is the partner, the herring partner, is the partner, what's the word now? Remorseful. Okay.
I was coming there.
Yeah. Now, if the partner is not remorseful and feels you made me do it and all this, at that point, there's almost nothing the other partner can do, because everything you try to do will come off as an attack to this other person. They are not in a place to hear you at all. So usually, it requires help for them to deal with that. So it's best that they speak to a professional help to help them deal with that. But if you are now, let me use the word lucky, that the partner is remorseful and listens and apologizes. Okay, now apology does not mean that your jealousy and your lack of trust automatically disappears. Okay, but from there you can now begin to work out ways to restore that. And it's important that the erring partner ask, so I've messed up, how can I regain your trust again? They should not just expect that because I've apologized, magically my 100% trust is restored. It doesn't usually work like that.
So from everything you've said right now, I'm spotting a lot of emotional intelligence that needs to be displayed, when having this conversation, with your partner. So that way they understand where you're coming from, and then that mode of communication is, properly, there are no gaps in between.
Yes, it's very important.
It's very, 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 very insightful. Finally, I would also like to talk about, it's very easy for jealousy to get into resentment. There's like a thin line. Before you know it, you're having this jealousy, and then you're, building some sort of resentment. But, I mean, you've addressed it talking about self-awareness. The minute you're aware, then you know how to deal with it. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having
Always
me.
a pleasure having you here on the show. And that's it on our relationship segment. There's so much aroma filling the air. Winfrey, what's happening there in the kitchen?
Our native pasta is still underway. I'm still here with Chef Afosa. So right now, Chef, what's happening? What's going on?
We're chopping the onions while the meat boils.
All right. So what exactly do we have in that pot?
We have the meat. My secret ingredient.
Your secrets.
Seasoning cubes, salt. Basically, that's it, and water. Just a little bit of water.
A little bit of water. So let's see what's even going on at the pot. Okay. Nice. Smells good as well. You tell us the secret, so we'll not allow you to have these promises. Anyways, in case you're just joining us, we're making native pasta with Chef Fosa, and we literally have it's native pasta, so we have really, locally sourced ingredients. Of course, we have on our screen. We'll show you our ingredients list right about now, so you know what exactly you need if you're trying to replicate this particular dish. All right, can I have the ingredients on the screen, please? Okay. I will. So I have my pasta here. We have the spaghetti. We have palm oil. We have locust beans. We have cow skin, smoked hake fish, ground crayfish, assorted cow meat, which is optional. Choose your protein of choice. Scotch bonnet, onions, scent leaves, seasoning cubes, and of course some salt. All right. Nice. So now, give or take, how long does this dish generally take to make?
So to cook meals, you need to prep. Prepping takes the most time.
The most time, actually. True.
Yes. So you probably prep about 20 minutes.
Okay.
Then the food takes about 10 minutes. Yeah.
All right, amazing. So I was talking to you earlier. You mentioned Fosa's
signatures.
Tell me now, what is that about?
So Fosa's Signatures is my food brand. I work 9 to 5, yes.
Oh, okay,
Yes, I have a food brand called Fosa's Signatures.
Okay.
Yeah, so we basically tend to those that work 9 to 5 and can't cook.
Oh, really? Okay, so you supply like your food, all your colleagues' meals in the office and all of that. Allowed
Yes.
They didn't know.
It is.
It's coded. Oh, no, it is. Okay, great. They understand that Nigeria is at the place where everybody needs a second job. All right.
So,
Amazing.
So that's about Fosa's
That's basically
Signatures,
it.
although we had to stop in 2021.
All right. Okay. All right, no problem. We'll come back to that conversation. But right now, we have to go on a quick break because it is the top of the hour. So do stay with us. We'll be right back with so much more.
So in a long while, I've not been as excited as I am now concerning something, and that will be TVC games on Saturday.
Yes.
We're going to be having our TVC games on Saturday. It's going to be fun having all of us together, and so at least it's something to look forward to in all of this and all that is happening.
Yeah.
Just watch out. We have some videos. Check out our social media handles, and then follow Winfrey. Winfrey is going to that day. Yeah, you'll have to teach me how you do your vlog and all of that, how you do your voiceovers.
Okay.
Because I know that day you're going to give us a
Of course not.
coverage.
We have to give. We don't give you how we take it. All right. So it's still your favorite breakfast show of all time, Wake Up Nigeria. It is the second hour on this beautiful. It's Wednesday, right?
Yeah, it is. It is
Yeah,
midweek, and let's just find a way and just ginger ourselves because what else can we do? As long as there's life, there's hope. My name is Mike Mesikeno.
My name is Winfrey Agbaleshi. Remember, you can use the hashtag WakeUpNigeria on TVC across all social media platforms to be a part of the best breakfast show on Nigerian television.
All right, let's get straight into what we have left on the show. We've had a relationship discussion. We've also had our newspaper headlines and all of that. But we have a musical performance coming right up. Jeffrey Usher will be here to perform his latest single.
And finally,
Lydian Adikaibe is going to be here with us on the show. We're going to be talking about quite a lot. She's done quite a lot so far. And we'll have that discussion. That hair is luscious. Reminds me of MM's hair. How do you relate with your partners when you get back home after a stress-filled day? Your head shake me. They've stressed you. You understand? You understand? They just reach home like, okay, let's just say, you've done, they gave you query in the office because you're sharp mad, like you say. But you understand? They query you, maybe they deduct your money, then something happens, they just go back. And then your partner just say, oh yeah, come and cook. How do you react?
First
in this kind of, when you come back stressed, and then it seems like the other person can't really understand that you are stressed. How do you relate? On both sides.
Okay, so first off, I'm very good at separating my work life from my personal life.
Who is not good at it? Who is bad at it?
Some people don't know how to do that, but I am good with it. So I don't take my work home. So even when I'm going to be short, by the time we're on our drive home, I would have already been, gisting my husband about it.
You say, wait, exactly.
Exactly. I would have gisted him about it. Okay,
no, they told me something. I just got something. You know that because you live in another state. So by the time you're driving back home, all that thing have gone.
So rude.
You live in another state now.
What state?
Please ignore.
Ikorodu now.
Like,
It's Ikorodu part of Lagos.
Oh, it's not. Last I checked, it is a part of Lagos. But before I get home, I would have addressed it. I've just gisted about it. But it doesn't affect how I cater to my husband.
Okay, about him also when he's stressed or something.
Oh, no, my husband is very good with compartmentalizing.
Okay, we feel about you. You all know the sweets.
it depends, though.
We're going to do the tape for each other. When you come back, I do anyhow. You don't give a foot on chop.
No, I'm not even like, it depends. So that's the thing. So there are situations, but I guess someone asked me a question. I literally said, when I leave TVC, I forget that this place exists. Just saying.
Because that's the way you
yeah, but it's
mentally.
that, right? But then again, if it's something that happens at the office or stuff like that, or things that happen outside, I just him about it and like it's literally like we're literally just.
No, you don't understand.
No, wait,
Okay.
wait, I get it there. But if it's, let's say I had something to do and I went to the island, I entered traffic, my head is paining me.
And then you come back and you say you should
come
cook
back
or something.
home. No, that cooking one is kind of.
Or you should do something.
It's either I can do it or I cannot do it now.
You
I
put
don't
on
say,
a tear for each
I
other.
don't tell you, see this night. But sometimes I think sometimes my husband. There's sometimes when I get home, my husband wants to play, and I'm like, right now my brain cannot take it. Like, please, just leave me alone. Seriously, sometimes it's like I'm like, please.
So what I'm
just
saying is that
wait,
I'm
calm
just talking
down.
about that point where someone comes in and maybe there are things happen and then friction happens. How do you deal with it?
No, basically, I think for him, when he's upset, or let's say he goes to work and come back, I just see it on his. You just see it on his face.
And then you just.
Just give him space. And what happens, I just give him space.
yeah,
Once I
yeah.
give him space,
Yeah.
he will now come
The
around.
same thing with my husband. So my husband knows what to do to get me, to loosen up. But usually, most of it's just, you just give him the
space,
space.
People's story are not sweet.
I
They
just
gave me one sweet
You want
story
us to
now.
fight?
Yeah,
Should we start fighting?
Sure, you can fight.
What are
But
you
you
expecting?
still. But I'm just saying that, understanding those kind of situations, because it does happen where somebody comes back and then they react in a kind of way that they would not normally react. You understand that?
And you
at times
just read the mood
they've
now.
come-
You just know that, okay,
come
something
from-
is doing this person.
No,
Since
but
it's not
really, the people
person's
that
normal.
actually get it, once I get into the house and I'm not in
It's not
the
our
mood,
husband, that's
it's
the
not my husband. They are not my kids. They know themselves. So if they are watching, they know themselves. They are the ones that get it. And it's always maybe something is not properly put together or it's not properly put together.
So it's transfer by pressure.
So if it's not done the way it's supposed to be done, you get it.
For me,
and then I just go straight into the room
Yeah.
when I've come to
calmed
my place
down
of
and
when
all
that
that.
okay, no, this I shouldn't have
Yeah.
acted that way,
Yeah.
and I just
Yeah.
isolate
That's
myself for a
human.
while.
And then you come back and maybe
Yeah.
apologize or something.
Yeah.
It does happen.
Sometimes I just
where-
enter the bathroom and just lock the door.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
but
just
that-
enter and just lock
it
the door.
depends on the kind of bathroom you have. If it's not what's a public bathroom.
And then the kids will now come around and say, "Mommy," I was like, "Sweetheart,
To be very
please,
honest, yeah.
just give me some space."
space.
I mean, it's really
Think
not
of
in
that
our
in
right
laws,
frame
like
of
when I have
please.
kids, like what's going to happen?
No. So the thing is, they understand. So when I say please, just Mommy needs some time alone, they understand immediately, and they just give me that
That
space.
space. Oh,
nice.
So like, you
Okay.
really like, Mommy, do you want me to close the door? I say, please,
Close it.
Close the door.
Please
All right.
close the door.
Whichever way you fight, you come back together. If you don't give them food, you go see find Milo or something. You chop or bread. You'll find a way. I'll just say, just whatever way, just learn how to manage friction and it'll come and go. Top of the hour once again, and it's the news on Wake Up Nigeria. My name is Mike Messikeno. Gabriel Dewan has emerged the new Speaker of the Plateau State House of Assembly. The former Speaker, Moses Sule, willingly resigned his position Tuesday afternoon for personal reasons. The new Speaker addressed journalists shortly after being sworn in as the leader. The former Speaker told journalists that his decision to resign was personal and in the interest of the state.
The only one in YPP. That's why anytime I'm making my comment in the assembly, I always said I am coming in to balance in the gap between the APC and the PDP. And now that they made fit to make me the speaker, it is the right time for me to unite them the more, to come in with the unity voiced for the both major political parties. Because apart from PDP and APC, I'm the only one under another party in the state. So you see, I'm the symbol of unity. So all I'm asking for from Plateau citizens is unity, especially the electorates. They shouldn't allow any politician to cause any enmity among ourselves, because politics will come and go, but Plateau remains.
Nobody coerced me. It's out of personal volition. Personal volition, just like I said earlier on. Certain sacrifices have to be made by leaders. Positive sacrifices, not those that will bring down Plateau State. I did this so that Plateau State will move, improve, and there will be stability in the state.
And then on to foreign stories. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has summoned his cabinet as hopes grow of a deal that could see Hamas release dozens of hostages and a 4-day pause in fighting. A senior Israeli official told reporters the deal brokered by Qatar will see 50 Israelis released in total. A U.S. official quoted by Reuters said the hostages released will mostly be women and children, with 150 Palestinian prisoners freed by Israel in exchange. Mr. Netanyahu earlier said progress had been made, while U.S. President Joe Biden said the deal was very close. As U.S. officials shuttle between regional capitals, meanwhile, fighting continues to rage in Gaza, with Israeli military saying it surrounded Jabalia in the north. And that's it on news for today. We'll take a time out now. Stay with us. There's still a bit more to come on the show.
Welcome back into the Wake Up Nigeria kitchen. I'm still here with Chef Efosa. Hi, Chef Efosa. How's it going?
Oh, it's going well.
It's going well, right? And we're making native spaghetti. And, I mean, it looks amazing. I mean, look at that pan. It's just a combobulation of high ultra frequency. According to Mike. Mike, where are you? I mean, it looks really, really good. So now tell me, what have we done and how far have we gone with that?
Okay, so in here we have the palm oil, the pepper, the tomato paste. We have the seasoning cubes, salt. We have pomo. We have the panla. We have the roux. We have crayfish.
We basically have everything.
We have
the
everything.
beef is there as well.
Yes, the beef is there.
Amazing.
So everything is there.
It's there and it's fried and it's good to be mixed, right?
Yes.
And in here, what do we have?
So I use the meat stock
to
boil the pasta. So it gives it
an extra flavor. Yes. But then again, I'm worried. You have to drain that, right?
Yes.
If you drain it, won't you waste all the stock? Or you keep it? You can't keep it now because the pasta is boiled in it. Hi. Wow. Okay, I mean, that's usually coming together really nicely.
Yes.
It looks really good. So now we're just waiting for this to get...
Yes, it's soft, so I need to drain it
You need to drain it now, right? And then mix it all
Mix it
together.
together.
Okay, yeah, you could do that. So we could see you mix and put all of that.
Together.
So just lift. Yeah, okay, so now while she does that, let's have you guys just join us, see our menu right there on the screen so you can replicate this exact same dish. Now, for the native spaghetti, you have spaghetti, you have palm oil, you have locust beans, which is actually one of the star ingredients. Okay, palm oil is actually the star ingredient.
I'll cook it myself.
After, cow skin, also known as your pomo, smoked hagfish, you have your ground crayfish, you have your assorted cow meat. It's optional. Choose any protein of choice. We have scotch bonnet. We have the green and the red. Onions. We had scent leaves. We have seasoning cubes. And, of course, we had salt. So, quick question, Chef. Did we slice all that pepper?
No, we did not.
Just wanted to ask, just to be sure.
No, we did not.
We did not, but like half of it, right?
Yes.
Like half. Now,
Yes.
wow. Now, you're not Yoruba. You're not.
No, I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm a do.
So why?
Well, so it brings out the flavor.
It brings out the flavor.
Yes, it needs to be hot.
It needs to be hot for you to register.
Yes.
Amazing. I think it's registering quite well. Now, is there any for the scent leaf? I was going to ask. Can we substitute with any other type of leaf?
So you can use ugu.
You can use ugu.
Any native.
Any native leaf.
Yes.
All right. I mean, that looks okay. So like, I'm hurry up with that. So we actually want to see you mix
Mix it together.
Yeah, mix it together. It's not going to fit into that pot.
No.
So it's best to use that pot.
I don't want to pour the water
Right?
there.
So you need to, yes, you need the bowl. Yeah, so you just use the bowl and just transfer that over here. And yeah, of course, our pasta is still on our way. Spaghetti is still on the way. And look at that. It actually looks really, really good. Ooh, very, very nice. Nice and nice. All right. Okay, so we're actually straining the pasta right now in case you're wondering what's happening. And like the bubble, yeah, of course. And we have the ingredients right there on the screen again in case you're wondering. Spaghetti, palm oil, locust beans, cow skin, smoked hagfish, ground crayfish, sorted cow skin, cow meat, scotch bonnet, onions, scent leaves, seasoning cubes, salts, and yeah, feel free to add any other ingredients you feel comfortable with. All right, so now what's going on? Are we good?
Yes.
Yes, okay, come. Don't worry, don't stress, just, yeah. So we can have that transferred there. So what are we transferring?
We're transferring this.
Yes.
Into
Into the pan. Yay, okay. That's a lot of mix. So that's good. That's good. And all of these ingredients, you didn't necessarily measure them. You just eyeballed it.
Yeah.
Was this up to one spaghetti pack?
Yes.
All
it
right.
was.
That's one. Okay, and then We mix this.
So we have this in here.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
And then we have
just
our
going to
pasta.
put in the pasta.
And yay. And something I love about cooking pasta, it's so quick. Like, it doesn't waste time at all.
No, it doesn't.
And the main thing, as you said rightly earlier, is the preparation. Once you prepare
Once you prep,
everything, yeah.
you're good to
Once
go.
you prep, you're good to go. And and that's really what cooking should be about. You couldn't stay in the whole day, be in the kitchen because you want
yes,
to
because you
actually
want to cook.
Yeah, cook food. And that actually looks nice. Nice. Are we going to be adding anything at this point?
So the scent leaf.
Okay, yes, the scent leaf, that's right there. Okay. And, okay. Ooh, looks nice, smells nice. Definitely going to taste great. All right. You eat after you cook.
Sadly,
One of those people that...
no.
No, you don't. Are you sure? So what is it, though? Have you ever tried to study about it? Like, what's the psychology behind it?
I actually don't know. Probably I'll study about it after that.
Yeah, but you actually don't. You can't.
No, so there was a day I cooked around 12 a.m. And I was telling my sister that there's no way I'm eating this food.
Yes.
And I was hungry. That's why I woke up to
That's why you
cook.
woke up to cook, imagine. And after cooking, you didn't eat
After
it.
the cook, yes.
I think it's a spiritual problem. Just put it in, because it doesn't make sense, to be honest. Because then, I remember in school, my friends used to make fun of me because I will cook over the weekend, spend my entire weekend cooking different things. I was stuck in the freezer, I'll go to the booker. Can't buy food. Doesn't make, explain how it makes sense to me. So my friends literally were the ones that enjoyed my meals.
Your meals, okay.
Yeah. So it's time for our scent leaf to go
So I'm just
in.
going to chop it with my hand.
Yeah.
Not using...
Yeah, not
The
chop.
knife
Yeah,
or
the knife.
anything.
Amazing. Okay. I mean, the different ways to do things. Nice. And right, just like that, our meal is literally ready and ready to be served. All right. So now we actually have to go on a break.
And we are back. Thanks for staying with us. It's time to bring you our final guest. Joining us right here on the couch is Lydian Adikaibe. She's the founder of the Lydian Adikaibe Foundation, LAF. Of course, the foundation is passionate about children, youth empowerment.
Yes, of course. She's an award-winning actor with Lydian John as her on-screen name. She's popularly known for her role as Adura in Hush, Mnet series, and Princess Yore in the presently airing Blood of Enogi series by Rock Studios. She's an acting coach and author of the first acting book in Nigeria titled Get That Acting Job. Also the founder of Acting Field. She has coached over 1,000 actors in Actors Guild of Nigeria trainings, University of Ibadan, Edo International Film Festival. Amma, you've done a lot of work.
Welcome to the show, Lydian.
Thank you.
How are you doing?
Excellent, thank you.
We missed you.
I missed you all too. And you both look good.
Oh, thank you.
You guys
Thank
also
so
look really
much.
nice. I like
Thank
your
you.
get-up. It's very laid back and very
Yeah.
sophisticated.
Thank you.
Shows that there's money everywhere.
You know, it's the glory of God more than the money. It's the glory of
It's
God.
the glory of God.
That's nice. I mean, Blood of Enoge is your latest project,
Yes.
as you being an actor.
Yeah.
So talk to us about it. I mean, I know it's been airing across, not just locally, but also, in other
Internationally,
countries,
yes.
internationally as
Yeah.
well. And you played quite an intriguing role in the series. Talk to us about it.
Well, I'm happy that I played Warrior Princess Yuri in that series. Blood of Enoge series as a whole is a premium exhibition of the rich Benin culture. And it's something everybody watches, and then they get a feel of a rich African heritage. And then, of course, the story is filled with suspense. And because it's still airing, I don't want to give away
Too much.
But trust me, if you encounter Blood of Enoge series or even my character, the strength in the woman, the Amazon, you would realize that I look too calm because the character is...
Yeah, that's what I said. I mean, it's a very strong
It is very strong.
character. How
Very strong.
how did you come into embodying that role?
I'm a very passionate actor. I don't take on roles that I can't deliver. And and I hardly have found any role that I cannot deliver.
Okay.
But I know that once I take a role, I put everything into it to becoming the character, because I teach acting, and I tell actors that you don't just want to throw your lines about, you want to be the character. So when they look at that character, they forget it's a human being acting or playing. And acting is not acting. Acting is becoming. So I put in a lot of work, dedication, time, research to be a warrior. I'm never a warrior. I'm not a fighter. But I had to learn how to look the part, talk the part, act the part.
All right, amazing. Now let's talk about, I mean, the journey so far, because I mean, I think acting is something that a lot of people these days happen to just stumble upon, right? But then again, someone like you that now teaches acting, it probably is a deeper story for you. So where did your career and all of that start from?
You know, it started from as early as the age of 8, 9, 10, pretty early. Professional theater first. So for over 20 years, I've been a professional, thespian before I moved into screen late 2013. So I grew into it. I grew into it, and my journey is not the same with every other person, but I literally worked for everything I have now and earned every single thing. Yeah. Learned along the way, 2 classes, but most importantly, had my heart in the job. Yeah.
You say you're not a fighter, but from the little you've been able to tell us about your journey, you are a fighter, actually.
Well, okay.
It feels like you've had to, fight your way through,
Yes.
to where you are right now.
Yes. Well, I've had to. Not literally, but spirit, soul, mind, and body, the injuries, the blood that has come through, having to, break, I won't say break my leg, have swollen legs from falling from a hill at Obudu Cattle Ranch.
Wow.
Yeah, and having not to limp for months and not wearing heels. Having what's it called, the spear. Princess Yuri has a spear. Having that spear injure me and draw blood from me while we were filming, and I couldn't scream in pain because I was still in action. I didn't want to break character. So the character was not injured, but the actor was injured. So I had to reflect that. But immediately they said cut. I literally hopped out of that scene and like, oh my God, and the blood was gushing. So yes, I fought through it all. Yeah.
All right, amazing. Now let's talk about you transitioning from being a thespian onto screen now, because I know I actually enjoy theater a lot. Watching theater, and I know when it comes to actors on stage, it's quite different. It might seem the same, but it's actually quite different. Talking about expressions are exaggerated, and all of that. And then on screen, you have to be more subtle. So now let's talk about your transition. Was it difficult for you? How did you manage to maneuver it?
It wasn't entirely difficult, but I would say that thank God for learning. A lot of people don't understand that learning is good. It impacts you positively. So I went into an audition for a screen role, and I just, I was doing theater, and then I didn't get the job, but I thankfully had someone right there in the team of the casting directors, and I asked him what happened, what did the directors say, and he said, they said you're too stagey. And because of that, I realized that, I had to switch from screen to stage. So I had to start learning how to be a screen actor and apply that with my stage gifts. And I've been able to merge both of them.
So off the top of your head, what would you say the difference is, stage and screen?
Stage and screen, stage, you project, you're larger than life, but screen, the camera is right in your face. So every subtle movement from the lifting of your eyebrows to even the switching of your eye, everything it's capturing everything. So you don't need to come at us. It comes at you, basically.
Great. We've seen you transition from theater to screen, now to humanitarian. I mean, look at you, your foundation, you're doing so much since 2019, or you've been doing so much since 2019, giving back and just, giving, not just back, but also much of yourself, to different causes that, and it's amazing. So talk to us about what inspired the foundation, the Lydian Adikaibe Foundation.
Okay, so it's Lydian Adikibe Foundation.
Adikibe Foundation.
Yes, and like you said, we started since 2019. what legitimately inspired that foundation was when, I don't know, there was a time in 2019 in Oworoshoki where the environment was very tough. Robbers, they were robbing broad daylight, shooting and killing themselves. And a lot of these people were young people. So I thought to myself, how about I get those people together, and I mean the ones that I could save, and just talk to them and let them realize that they are bigger than where they've limited themselves, you know, via crime. And so it would be to teach, to inspire leadership, personal and mental development, and then help the ones that I can with food and education, get them back into schools. And I started doing that, gathering them together, teaching myself, and then I started inviting some of my friends, celebrities, to do the same thing to them. Then we we graduated into paying for school fees and all of that, yes. And God has been faithful, so I wanted them to be better. My inspiration was to get them better. So we started with Better You Initiative, because I realized that they were more than they were allowing themselves to be. And with just the right information, the right push, the right support, they will be able to rise above crime and contribute to national development in their own way. So this is my own way of doing the same, right? And yeah, it's about each one help one. Yeah, but it was from a deep compassion and the insecurity at that time. These were things that spurred the foundation up. Yeah.
Very great. And I mean, you've been doing this for a while now, and you've grown, and now you're an actor, right? Alongside, leadership, mental and other things that you have, contributed. Have you been able to inspire also, aspiring actors who,
So
Of course,
before let me cut you there before you go. So we have to move into the kitchen right now, so you can answer that question when we're there. We have breakfast ready for you. You ready?
I'm ready.
Yeah, all right, awesome.
All right. What you're serving.
All right, let's go.
Welcome back.
Yes,
Thank
and
you.
welcome into the Wake Up Nigeria kitchen. So we have Chef Afosa here. She's been hard at work trying to put this together. So now she made native spaghetti. We'd like for you to try it out and let us know exactly what you think about it. Chef, tell us what our spaghetti is made out of as you try it. So please go ahead.
Okay, so our spaghetti is made out of spaghetti, palm oil, locust beans, crayfish, panla, pomo, meat, scent leaf, seasoning, salt, pepper.
Okay, Lydia. Like it, love it. Want to take it home?
It tastes like native.
Native
Right.
spaghetti.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. I like the native spice.
Yeah.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
It's like,
Nice, well
it
done.
reminds me of our concussion rice.
Yes.
Our local
exactly. That's what
concussion
it tastes like. Yeah. Nice.
Well done.
All right, well done, Chef. Amazing.
So I have
Yeah, she has something for our guests.
something for our guests. So I have a program coming up. And it's called Heart to Plate.
Oh, okay.
Yes, so I had an open heart surgery. So that's why I mentioned that I shut down my business. And then we're back up around
Okay,
it. So this is for you.
Thank
you so much.
Amazing.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. It's been a wonderful time on the show this
Yes,
morning.
it has. Have a great day ahead, people.
See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.